This is the banks of 40 Mile Creek in Banff, Alberta, the site of a 15-car train derailment that happened on Friday. Now, 8 of those cars ended up inside the creek. You can see behind me one of those cars peeking out from the bank there. Now, the concern here is that some of the cargo from these trains, lentils and something called fly ash, ended up in the creek here. Now, cleanup efforts obviously are underway. You can see behind me, but concerns are growing among environmentalists about the impact that that fly ash might have on the fish population here inside the creek. Now, Parks Canada says they're not going to try to remove that ash until the snow and ice melts in the spring. They say that if the ash is left alone, that it shouldn't cause too much problem to the surrounding ecosystem. Now, Bill Hunt is with Parks Canada.
Once we've done the initial cleanup here, the rest of the material that's settled out in the stream, it's not moving, it's not ending up in the water column, and so we want to make sure that we don't do anything to make the situation worse. We'll leave it, a lot of this material will be left here until spring, and then once we can see the stream, we don't have to deal with the ice. We can go in and identify where those pockets are and deal with them in the best way possible. And we're working very closely with CP to come up with the best plan for doing that.
Of course, environmentalists aren't entirely convinced by that. They worry that the spawning grounds here for those fish, including some trout, will be disturbed by this crash. They're also worried that the contaminants could make their way into the nearby Bow River, which supplies the drinking water for Calgary, Alberta. Now, the Transportation Safety Board is continuing to investigate the cause of this derailment. Erin, CBC News, Banff.